Hey everybody, I'm here with Tim Schafer with Double Fine Productions, and we're checking out Full Throttle Remastered, and also I'm going to bug him a whole lot about all the things that have influenced him over the years.
So this is the better way to play it. So we remastered, we repainted everything, lots of full screen animation, many thousands of frames, hand-painted animation, and also just full screen movies that we had to repaint. And we also did it with the audio. We found the original like reel-to-reel tapes of the music and all the DAT tapes of the actors and uncompressed everything, put it in stereo. Sounds beautiful and it looks beautiful. Yeah, so if you click the touchpad, you can see what the game looked like in 1995.
Oh, that's perfect.
So that's what it looked like. I really appreciated that the game existed if I wanted to see it exactly as I remembered it. I could play that version. And I do it for a while, and then I'm like, now I want to see the pretty art because it's hurting my eyeballs.
Is that kind of weird, revisiting your first game with all the lessons you've learned in like the past 20 years?
Well, it kind of reminds you of lessons you learned but forgot, like put a bunch of explosions on the cover of your box. Did really well for this game. I keep forgetting to put more explosions on the covers.
You always have really wide inspirations for all of your games.
I feel like if you're doing something new, you like pull from all these different things that like your brain retains all this little, not necessarily whole works of art that you've taken in before, but like the feelings you got from them and wanting to create that feeling again by breaking it down to its elements. I'd always liked motorcycles, I'd always liked Kurosawa, I always liked Yojimbo, was one of my favorite movies, and then I liked Road Warrior, and I was like, I want to do this character like this, I need to read up on the bikers, because when I first pitched this, management was a little worried. They're like, are they going to be selling drugs and killing people? And I was like, what are you talking about? Bikers don't do that. I was like, maybe I should actually research this, and I read the Hells Angels book, and I was like, okay, they're not going to do everything that the Hells Angels do, but I did pull the themes of, how much authenticity matters to them, and how they want to live in a way apart from society, almost like pirates. Like they're just like, we have this own. I once was walking a Potrero Hill, and there was a pedestrian bridge over the freeway, and I just saw this. There was a Hells Angels nest on the other side of the freeway, and this guy came around. He wasn't wearing a helmet or a jacket or anything. And he just came around on this like long chopper, and he popped a wheelie and went on the sidewalk and went over the pedestrian bridge doing a wheelie the whole time. And I was like, that guy lives in a totally different plane of society than I do. Like he's just like, I don't care about whatever laws So that's where Ben was kind of like, they just want to be left alone. They're not really causing trouble for anybody. They just want to be free and be authentic and do their own thing. We worked with a real biker band, the Gone Jackals, to do the music for this, and loud engines roaring.
Yeah, that seems like it's just kind of pervasive, I guess, in your life.
Yeah, which is weird because I drive a Prius.
What are you reading and taking in now that might influence you?
That's a great question.
Like, what's your current obsession?
Can't say. It's all the secret future stuff. It's not formed yet. It's not formed yet in my head. Sometimes just someone giving me a book, like a book on the Day of the Dead, will launch something that will just stick in my head for a long time. Or I'll realize two things go together. That's often like they'll stick in my head for a long time, and then I'm like, hey, film noir and Day of the Dead could go together. That could be really interesting. There's things I've also been really into that I've never done anything with. Like for a long time I was really obsessed with like Hong Kong, Wire Fu, Jet Li movies, and Jack Chan movies. And Bride with White Hair and stuff like that. And I've made ideas based on that, but I've never done anything really inspired by that. So someday.
You should. That sounds awesome.
10 years from now.
Thanks a lot. That was awesome. It's great to see
Full Throttle. Thanks for playing Full Throttle.
Looking forward to whatever influences you next.
Yes. See you on the road.